and recover. So today the topic is like SAP HANA backup and recovery part we are going to discuss here. So let me go. SAP HANA backup and so recovery. So this is the topic we are going to discuss. This is a very important topic, the backups and recovery. So why we need the backup? So why backup is required for the databases? Not only database, for everything, why we need the backup? So why, what is the purpose? In every organization, the people will take the backups. There is a separate team for the backups. So we have to take the backups. So anybody, any clues? Why we have to take the backups?
If the existing data is got corrupted, then the backup will help.
Right. So in any case, so suppose in any case we have, suppose in any case we have some existing data, so is corrupted, then we are in the position to restore, we are in the position to recover the system to the previous data or up to the timestamp when it was corrupted, then we can recover it to avoid the business loss and everything, right? So if you don't have the backups, what happens? This is your database. Suppose example, this is your database. You are storing all the data into your database level, right? All the finance data, your accounts, bank accounts, credit cards, salaries. So all the data, your accounts, all are there in the bank servers, right? So in any case, suppose sometimes what happens due to the hardware failure or sometimes the data we may some hardware failure, so the volumes or everything will get corrupted, the file systems, the volumes, everything get corrupted here. Maybe server is crashed due to some power failures, hardware failures, so it got crashed here. So then how can we recover our data? If the database is gone, so all the data is gone, right? Suppose it's the banking server, in my account I have some data, right? I have some amount. The server is gone, then how can we recover the account's data, right? It's not possible. So that's why the safer side, we will take the backup of the your database to the some other location, some other locations. We will take the backup here. We will take the backup to the some other location here, other devices, other third party locations. We will take it here, right? So that is the main purpose. So we have to take the backup of the our databases. Why? Because each and every data will resides into the HANA database only. Each and every data will resides in the HANA database only. So any database. So if you take the backup of your HANA database, then so tomorrow something is happens, then we can recover the data. We can recover it up to all the data. We can recover it, means we can bring back the database to the previous status here. So that is the purpose. We need to take the backups and we need to do the recovery. So here HANA also, there are some recovery mechanism in the HANA also here. The backup methodology says there. So and also we have the backups and recovery mechanisms are there here in the HANA database here. So to perform the backups here, so normally why we have to perform in the HANA means, suppose we discussed about the delta merge concept, right? In the delta merge concept, so the data, first it is storing the data into the in-memory, RAM memory. Then after that, the data is moving to the your data folder, in-memory and your data folder here. This is the slash HANA data at file system level. This is the slash HANA log at file system level. So this is the RAM memory here. So all the data, all the business data will resides the data into the RAM memory here, right? Up to here we know. Then after that, during the save point operation, same data, one copy of data will move to the data folder here, right? In the operating system level data copy here. So if you have something crashed in the hardware side, you have the file system level data is there in the data folder and log folder, we can recover it, right? We can recover it while starting the data here in whatever the data is there in the data folder. This will be reloaded to the main memory first. This will be reloaded to the main memory first. So in this case, in case This is crashed, fine. Even this is also crashed. Even your file systems, your hardware, entire OS got corrupted here. Maybe if OS corrupted means entire your file system also corrupted here. Then in this case, how can you get your data? You have some important data is there. You have some important transactions, financial data is there. How can you recover here? Right? To avoid these failures and everything. So here we can take the backup of this data volume and log volume to the some third party locations, third party storages, some Tivoli, TSM. So then cloud force. So there are some many vendors are there. So we can take into their devices. We can store the data into their devices here. One copy of data we can also store it here every day. Daily backup we can take it after the business hour. So something got crashed everything. This is the outside third party. So then we can restore it from here also. We can restore, we can bring back to the here. Then again we can restore the data here. So that is what we want to take the backup of the other devices here, right? So here, okay, if the RAM is crashed, then we have the data here. We can recover it here. Even the file system also crashed here. Then how? Means we can bring back the data here. In this case, how to take the backup of here? How to take the backup here? How many types of backups we have here? So to take the backup here, we can use the HANA Studio, we can use it, or OS level commands, we can use it, or HANA Cockpit also, we can use it to take the backup here. To take the backup, we can use it here. Then how many types of backups we have here in the HANA database here? The first one, we have the full DB backup. We have the full DB backup, complete database backup. We can take it out here. Then the next one is the incremental backup, right? Then the third one is called the differential backup here, diff backup. That is called the differential backup here. So we in the HANA, we have the total three types of backups are available in the HANA database here. Total three types of backups are available in the HANA database. So let's see how to take that backups here. Okay, I'm connecting to the here. Let me check whether database is up. It's not up. Let me check what other databases are up here. We have H4C is up. Only H4C is up. HD7 not up. Okay. So someone told that there is a one database, right? What is that database? HD4. Is it?
Yes, sir. HD4.
HD4. Okay. We will start only HD4 info. Okay. We will start only HD4. Okay. I'm starting the HD4 here. So while that is getting started here, so we will discuss about the what does it mean by the full DB backup here. So database backup here, full DB backup, complete database backup, we have to take it in the system here. Suppose this is your database, okay? This is your database here. So here you have filled up to here. Suppose like every day the data get increased, right? So your data got filled up to here, your data got filled here, right? Database, the DB size is your bucket got filled up to here, right? Your bucket got filled up to here. So your bucket got filled up to here, it data got filled here. So when you are taking the backup on the particular day, then particular day, suppose like you are taking the full database backup here. When you started Monday, you started the database backup here, full database backup. Then from starting of the database build to till date, how much data is there, entire data you can the data will be backed up, entire data will be backed up. That is called the full database backup. This is also called the complete data backup here. This is also called the complete data backup here. How much data is there in the database, you take it, that is the full DB backup. Then next day when you are taking the full database backup, then this is increased up to here. The next day this some amount of data increased here. So when you are taking the backup on that again Tuesday, So then from starting to up to Tuesday, how much data is increased? So that data we are taking the backup here, right? So again, when you are taking the Wednesday, when you are taking the backup, Wednesday up to here, this much of data increased, right? When you are taking the backup on the Wednesday, so from starting to till date, how much? Till Wednesday, how much data increased? So full database, complete data backup, the database backup will be backed up here. Means we are taking the entire data from starting to till the time whatever the data is there in the database level, all the data we are going to take the backup here. All the data we are going to take the backup. That is called the complete DB backup. That is called the complete DB backup here. Got it? Right? It's clear. Any questions? Anyone? Why? Because remaining two will get confused. That's why I'm asking any questions on the here. So here we can take it out from HANA Studio. We can connect to the HANA Studio. We can take the complete backup, incremental backup. That I will show you. First of all, we'll discuss about the theoretically, right? So this is the one, right? You got it right. Complete database backup means this is fine. So now let's talk about the incremental backup here. Incremental backup here. Incremental backup means, so suppose like same way I can explain it here. This is your database, right? This is your database here. This got filled. This is the database. That's why the bucket, the storage level, I have written the data here. So here up to here, current database size is, this is the current database size here, right? Current database size is here. Okay. Current DB size is up to here. It got filled here. Okay. So then up to here, your data got filled. So which means, suppose like 200 GB, 200 GB your database size here. So then what you are doing now, so Monday, so suppose like example, this is the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? Weekly 7 days, 7 days, weekly 7 days. Okay. So Monday, so Monday, when you are taking the backup here, right? So this is the up to database type. This is the Monday. Let me write it here. Then you can understand. Monday, Tuesday. Why? Because this is small confusing topic. This is the one. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay. This is the weekly. Every day we will taking the backup here. So Monday, what happened? Monday, what happened? Monday, what happened? Up to here, Monday, what happened? Up to here, data got filled, right? Monday, every day data will be increased, right? In the database level. Why? Because the transactions will come, the data will get increased. So whenever you are pouring the water in the bucket, so today 2 liters you poured, tomorrow 1 more liter, means it will get increased, right? Same as like when you are taking the backup on the Monday. So for the incremental backup, one full backup is required. So you have already taken the full DB backup. You have already taken full database backup. You have already taken here up to here, right? So Monday, when you are taking the backup here, so after the full backup, whatever the data increased, only that data will be backed up here. Maybe 1 GB data got increased, then only, so this incremental backup, whatever the data is increased, only it will take the only that 1 GB data only. Then Monday to Tuesday, it got increased 1 more GB here, or 2 GB it got increased, right? 2 GB it got increased. Then it will take the only 2 GB data only. So 3 GB data, 1 GB data, how much got increased after the full backup or after the previous backup, how much data got increased, only it will take the only that data only. How much it is increased, that's not a problem. Size not a problem. Only thing is, when was the last backup happened? Okay, Monday happened. Then after Monday to Tuesday, how much data is there? Only that data will be backed up here. Again, Wednesday, when you are taking the backup, then from Tuesday to Wednesday, how much data got increased? Only that data will be backed up. Then Thursday, Wednesday to Thursday, how much data got increased? Only that data will be backed up here. Like that, in the last 24 hours, how much data got increased? So that it will take that backup only. That is called the incremental backup. Means after the last backup, when was the last backup completed? After that, last backup completed on the year. Then when you are taking the Monday, when you are taking the incremental backup, then it will take the in the last backup when was happened here. Then from here to here, it will only will take it. When you are taking on the Tuesday, from Monday to last backup happened on the last incremental backup happened on the Monday. Then Monday to Tuesday, it will take the backup here. Means whatever the data increased after the backup, whatever the data increased, it will take only that data only. That data only, the data will be backed up. That data only will be backed up here. That is called the that is called the incremental backup. That is called the incremental backup here. Right? Got it? Any confusion? Anyone?
No.
Right? Simple. It's very simple. So let me say, I will tell you one more example here. Okay? If you don't understand. So this is your bucket. So it's not bucket. Don't assume like, sir, what is this bucket? So don't assume. So this is not the bucket. This is your bucket. Tub or bucket. So you have poured the up to 2 liters. You have poured water here, right? Up to 2 liters water you have poured here, right? When you take the full backup, all the 2 liters will come into the picture. All the 2 liters will take it here. The next day, again, your data always come to the database level, it will store it. Again, the data is stored, it will increase it, right? Again, you pour the 2 liters, right? 1 liter or 2 liters, the data will be increased here. Then, when you take the full backup, from starting from here to, and again, it will take the backup. Full backup means from starting to till date. Suppose you are taking the Friday, you are taking the full backup means when was the database started? From here to here, Friday, all the data will be backed up here. Incremental backup? No, it won't take. From Thursday, when was the last backup completed? Thursday. Then Thursday to Friday, only this data will be backed up. In this case, your file size is very small. In this case, it is very huge size, right? It is a very huge size data here, right? That is called the full backup and incremental backup. So here, if you take the backup, you won't take the yesterday's 2 liters data. Just only 1 liter you put, right? Only database will take the only 1 liter data. Sir, here in the bucket, everything getting mixed, right? How can we know which data is related today and which data related to yesterday? It's not like that. Database will have the track when the data is coming and which data is coming, what date and which date, all the data it will be tracked here, right? It's not like that water here. In the tub, if you pour the water, today if you pour the water, then tomorrow if you pour the water, everything will be mixed, right? Everything will be mixed here. Same as like here also everything will be mixed. But database, in the database level, there is a tracking here, right? So here, again, if you pour the 1 more liter, if you take the incremental backup, okay, yesterday you already taken the full database backup, then it will take the from yesterday's to today, how much data got increased, only that data will be taken. Then if you take the full database backup, then it will start from starting of the database to till date, entire data. Full means all the data will be backed up. Incremental means whatever the data is increased, so only that data will be backed up here, right? That is called the incremental backup here, right? Got it, right? Maybe guys, next backup will slightly confused. That's why I'm asking multiple times. It's clear, right? So the next one is called the differential backup here. The next one is called the differential backup. So differential backup means, so I will explain it now, right? So differential backup is required the last full backup. Okay, I will explain it here. I'll write it here, the conditions here. Full backup, we know full database backup will take required here, right? And incremental backup, then it's required the last backup, if any, either full or incremental. Full or incremental backup is required here. Then differential backup, it's required the last full backup only, which means so you have Monday you are taking the backup means this is the Sunday. Okay, Sunday. So up to Sunday you have taken the full DB backup, you have taken here full. So full DB backup you have taken here, full DB backup you have taken here. So then, so Sunday to Monday, right? Sunday to Monday, you are taking the differential backup means after the full backup, you are taking the differential backup means after the full backup, whatever the data comes, it will take the full DB backup here. Only this difference, it will take the backup. Tuesday, you are taking the differential backup. Listen carefully here. Right? Tuesday, when you are taking the full backup here, differential backup here, so it won't look the last backup here, last differential backup. It will always look the full database backup only. Then when was the full backup completed? Sunday. Then Sunday to Monday, then Monday to Tuesday, only this data will be backed up. When you are taking the Wednesday, then when was the last full backup completed? Sunday to Monday, Monday to Tuesday, and Monday to Wednesday. Only this data will be taken here. So it won't look the last incremental backup. Last backup, it won't look. So it will always look the when was the last full backup completed. From that date to till date, it will take it. Okay, Saturday you are taking the differential backup, but Sunday was the full backup completed. Then so from here to here up to here, all the data will be backed up here. All the data will be backed up here, right? So this is the one very important thing here, differential backup here, right? It won't look the, even though if you take the incremental backup, it won't look it out here. So even though if you take the differential backup, it won't look. It always look the last full backup. When was the completed? Sunday. Then Sunday, after the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, up to Saturday, when how much data is there, all the data will be backed up. All the data will be backed up here. That is called the so differential backup. That is called the differential backup here. Right? You got it? Understood, right? What does it mean? So now let's start taking the backup now, right? Now let's start making the backup now in the system now here. So, right? So let me log into the system. Let me add HD4 here, right? HD4, I will add it here. So then HANA Studio 04 multi-container, then here system, then I will use the same password here. No. Right. So HD4 I have added. Let me remove HD. HD4 means 04. So it means 04. Yeah, 4. 4 is the instance number here. So multi-container tenant database name is HD4 here. Right. So then system, then I'm just added the tenant DB also here. System DB added and tenant DB added here. So let's right click on the system DB. Why? Because backups we have to take it from the system DB itself only. Right click and backup and recovery. Click on the backup. See here in the backup and recovery, you have the option backup of the system database or tenant database. So system database also we can take it out, but there is no use for taking the system database. Why? Because there is no data here, but only data is available in the tenant DB. Why? Because in the tenant we have the index server, right? So that's why we have to take the backup of the our system database. Is it right? Or tenant database?
Tenant database.
Tenant database is very important here. Why? Because in the tenant, all the data will resides into the tenant database only. So that is the reason we are taking the tenant database only. Then select the tenant database. Then go to the next screen. Here it is asking the which data you want to take it out here. Either the complete or full or differential or incremental. If you take the differential backup, here the backup prefix name will come like diff. If you take the like incremental, then inc will come here. What is the location of the backup here? By default, it is going to the this path here. By default, it is going to the backup data here. If you want change, you can change the path. If you want to change, we can change the path also. We can change it here. We can change the path also. So that is also possibility to change the path here, right? That is also possibility to change the path in the systems here, right? So let me, so we can keep it the same path here, right? So we can keep the same path here. So same path we can keep it. So let's take the complete DB backup, right? Just click on the next button, finish it. Then see here, within the file system, I am taking the backup. Or we can also take the backup of the outside of the file systems, outside of the devices also. Now we don't have any outside devices. No, what we are doing now, we are taking the within the file systems, we are taking the DB backups here. See here, backups are getting loaded here. Backups are getting so loaded here. Two volumes were backed up here. Two volumes were backed up here, right? Which means it will create the some files at operating system level. Some data it will be created at operating system level here. In the data folder, it will create in the backup folder, it will create some files here. See backup. So if you go to the backup folder here, so there is a backup folder. In the backup folder, the data will get here. Then db underscore hd4, db underscore hd4 here. Then there is a complete data backup, complete data backup, complete data backup. There are the three files are created here, right? Complete data backup files are created here. You can see complete data backup files are created here, right? So these are the complete data backup files here. So here you can see here backups are created. Here you can observe it now here. We go to the backup catalog. If you go to the backup catalog here the data will be displayed here. When was the last backup completed? We go to the catalog. So November 25th, 9:34 a.m. The 3 GB data. What is the location here? This is the location here, right? This is the location here, right? So three files got created here. In the three files, so these are the tenant specific files here. Tenant specific files will be created here. So those are the files. Those are the files here, right? So then files are getting created here in the backup overview. It got created here. So now we can take the incremental backup also. Now we can take the incremental backup also. We can take it from here, right? Go to the backups. Then just take the backup of the tenant database. Then here what we can do, we can take the incremental backup or differential backup. We can take it. So after the full backup in 9:35, now if you take the backup, whatever the data is there, that data will come into the picture here. It's very simple. That data will come into the picture here, right? So that data will be backed up here. Now, if you see here, now incremental data got created, which means in the 9:35, we have taken the full DB backup. Then 9:37, we have taken the incremental backup. In the 2 minutes, whatever the data created, that data got backed up here. That data got backed up in the incremental data backup here. This way, we have to take the the complete database backup and incremental data backup, we can take it out in the systems here. So everything got recorded in the systems here. So this is only 48 MB only. It will not take the entire, again, 3 GB here, almost 4 GB, it won't take it. Only, so 48 MB only. Why? Because during the time, whatever the data is there, only that data got taken here. That's why it's a incremental backup here. It's a incremental backup here, right? So then backup, now you got clarity here, how to take it. If something got corrupted, then something got corrupted. Suppose like, let me go to the here users list. So suppose like I will delete the some of the users here, right? In the Sahil user, I am deleting here after the backup. And also I am going to delete the Vandana user also, I am going to delete. So, and also some other things I am going to create it here, some other roles. So all those things I am going to, so I'm going to delete all those things I'm going to delete in the system here, right? All those things I'm going to delete it here. Example, I have deleted the, so users, all our users I have deleted here. So unfortunately, I have deleted. So data got lost now. Now, but in my backups, I have the data, right? I have in the backup, I have taken the backup. But in the backup, before the backup, these users are exist. After the backup, so these users got deleted here, unfortunately, right? Then how can I recover now? How can I recover the data now? In this case, what we can do, we can go to the HANA Studio System DB. In the same option, you have the recovery. Instead of taking the backup, you have the recover the tenant database here. Recover the tenant database. Select the which tenant you are going to recover it here. Then click on the next button, right? Then what you want to do? The recovery also 3 types here. Backup also 3 types. Recovery also 3 types here. Recovery means, you can see here in the recovery wizard, recover the database to the most recent state. Means most recent state, it will be recovered here. Or recover the database to the point in time. So point in time means up to 2 minutes back you have the data. Then we can recover the up to 2 minutes data, we can recover it up to, so six up to we can recover it, right? Up to which what time you want to recover it, we can recover the data here. That is called the recover the database to the up to that point in time here. So while recovering, your database will be stopped. Your data will be stopped here. Your database will be stopped here while recovering the data. So which means up to 2 minutes before I am going to recover it here. The point in time recovery is India Standard Time 86. I am going to recover it here. 86. What is meant by 86 here? 9:41, right? India time. This timestamp is wrong here. Okay, we'll go back here. So this is wrong. So point in time recovery, this timestamp is wrong here. This is referring which timestamp here? Asia Kolkata 9:37. What does it mean? There is no backup 9:37. It's 8:6. So something wrong here.
Sir, in the server it is showing 8:11 p.m.
8:11 in the server. But in the server it is showing that 8:41, right? So 9:41. I mean the server only 9:41. But this is the US time zone. This is the US time zone. And server in the India time zone. Then this is in the different time zone. So which one is correct? I don't know. But let's see. Here is India Standard Time. What I will do here? Here 9, right? 09. So 09:37 up to 09:37:26. We can take the backup here. Let's see here whether it will pull any data or not. So fetching the backup from the catalog. In the catalog, it is fetching. So I am taking the backup from the catalog only. So this is called the up to that timestamp here. Up to that timestamp. So why? Because up to 9:37 we have the data. After the 9:37 we have deleted. We have deleted the some users from the system. I want to recover those data here. So then in this case, so I am using the up to the point in time recovery. Up to that point in time recovery, I am using means up to what time you want to recover it. So that is the timestamp I am using here. Otherwise, I can use the one more method up to that particular backup here. Up to that particular backup, I can use it here. Up to that particular backup, I can use it here. Either anything, you can use it. So let's see here. What data will come here? So no backups here. So something timestamp is wrong here. So then in this case, what I can do, I can use the recover the database to the specific data backup. Specific data backup here, right? Most recent state, you can use it, right? Or you can use the, depends upon the situation. When the situation comes, some people, they may ask you to use the most recent state or up to at what time your database is consistency, then sometimes database will be offline or inconsistency. That time we can use this option. Sometimes the people will may ask you, so to 947, then we can go for the 837, something like that. Then we can use this one, right? So here, then most recent backup here, right? Specific data backup here, specific data backup here. Let me so search the latest backup here. What are the backups are available here? Why? Because we have taken the backup. So that backup should be displayed here. It should be displayed which backup you want to restore it. I selected the third option here, up to that particular backup timestamp here. So we have the backup here, right? Complete database backup we have here. Then I'm selecting this backup here. Then click on the next button. Then click on the finish. Then now recovery is getting started now, right? Database recovery is getting started now. Tenant, right? So it will recover the, it will restore the data of so index server and access engine. So it's recovering. Data is getting recovered now. The small databases, so that's why it's finished very quickly. So now it's restarting. The processor getting restarted.
Do we need to calculate time, recovery time like this?
Better if we can calculate also, not a problem. So otherwise, when you are starting and when you are ending, that time you have the calculation, right? That is also fine. So now we have taken the backup now, right? Recovered. Now let's see whether now whether we remove the two users, whether the two users will be there or so or not. Yes, we have there these users, right? So these users are there now. How we got these users now? Right? We have restored, we have recovered the data here. From this data, from this backup files, we have the in this backup files. When you are taking the backup, these users are there. When you are taking the backup, these users are there. So that is the reason you have recovered. So when you are in the backup also, if these users are not there, then we cannot do anything here. We cannot do anything here. So again, you have to recreate it here. So by luckily, these users are there in the backup. Anyhow, backup. That's why we have to take the everyday full database backup. We have to take it out. So again, these users are created. Again, these users are created. Why? Because we have recovered. We have recovered the data. Deleted data, we have recovered it. So that's why we need to use the recover the data, backup and recovery option in the HANA database here. Backup and recover the data in the HANA database here. So you can use most recent state also, you can use it here. Most recent state also here, you can use it here. But here, the log backup should be required. Log backup. This is the data backup, right? When you are taking the backup, this is the data backups here. Data backups here. You can also check the log backups here. When was the last log backups are completed here? So log backups are running here. Log backup also running here in the systems here. So log means /n log folder backup. So data backup means slash on the data backups here, right? So up to every 15 minutes, the log backup also will run here. Every 15 minutes, the log backup also will run in the systems here. That is the backup. The log backups also will be executed in the systems here. If you go to the in the backup catalog, the configuration will be there. So we can check it. Sir, within the file system we are taking, even the file system is crashed, and this data also crashed, right? Yes. Then how can we ensure means? So that is the reason we have to take the backup outside of the system using the back INT. There is a back INT configuration in the system here, back INT configuration. In the back INT configuration, so when you are taking the backup, here we have the back INT, right? Instead of taking the destination type file, you can take the back INT. So back INT means third-party devices, third-party tools, third-party companies. They will use this option. So they will take into the outside of our server here. From our server to their server, outside of their server, they will use it here. Safer side location, safer side data center, they will use it here. So in case entire system is crashed, entire our data center is dead, then we have the backup. So we can create the one more host, then we can pull the data from here to here, then we can recover the data here. How we have done the recovery? Specific data backup. That way also we can do the backup recovery. That way also we can do the recovery here, right? So this is the way we can recover the data. Multiple ways to recover the data, right? Either you can use the most recent timestamp here. Most recent timestamp here, you can use it here in the system, right? It will check the most recent state. What is the recent state? Database will check that one. When was the last consistency backup is there? So it will check and then it will recover the data. So backup and recovery also very important here. So in case this is work we have to do it here. So in case your database got crashed or hardware got failure, all the data got deleted by our user, then in this case we can perform the recovery here. We can perform the recovery here. So we can recover the data from here. We can use this one, right? So this is the way we can recover the data from here. We will see here most recent state means up to what state it will be recovered now. So it will use the log backups and it will use the data backup. All the backups will be used now. So recovery is happening. So while recovering, DB must be offline. Make sure. So HANA Studio will itself will take into the offline. So must be offline while recovering here. Very simple concept, but only thing is logic you should know. What is mean by full backup, incremental backup, which backup, or what is the recovery strategy we are using, or the backup status, or up to full timestamp backup, so up to point in time recovery. So that backup you up to that period, so at what level, or yesterday's or today's backup. So that logic you should know. Right? So you can see here recovered time here, right? So here up to 9:35, we have the backup, right? But up to 9:50, 950 it got recovered. Up to 950 it got recovered here. Recovery log position 752. You can see the log position here 752 here. So 750 means it will look the log backups here. Log backups here. It's the 752. So it got recovered here. Up to here it got the recovery here. So what is the one? What is the thing we have copied? This is the ID, right? Some ID is shown, right? While recovering, it showed some ID here, right? Up to this log backup, it got recovered here. Up to this log backup, it got recovered here. So that is the most recent state. So that got recovered in the system here. So this is the backup things here. This is the recovery backup location here, right? So this is the log backups will happen automatically. You don't need to worry. Only the data backup we have to take it manually. Here, right? Log backup will run. See the log backup location here. So this is the one. So same location. We go here. There are the many log backups here. Here log backups are happening, right? Log backups are happening here in the system. Log backups are happening here. It will cruise the file system space. So why log backups are very important? Tomorrow, for tomorrow you are working, your data got crashed, then we can use the full DB backup and this log backups, we can recover it up to what time you have the log backups are there. So we can recover the data here without any data loss. We can recover it here using this log backups here, right? You got it right? So regarding the backup and recovery part here, right? Any questions, anyone, regarding the backup and recovery? We can also use the OS level commands also, we can use it. So HANA Studio is the best option. So we can use it, or HANA Cockpit also we can use it here to recover it here or to take the backup here. So so you can use this one also here. HANA Studio is the best option. Everybody has access to the HANA Studio. In the organization also you will get the access. So you can recover it. Here. Now we did the most recent state. Now if you go to the recovery point in time. Now I don't want to know. So it's like not the India standard. What time its backup is getting created? I think India time only, right? India standard time only. But system time is used in the here. That is what we are getting the confused. Which time will be used here? Okay.
Sir, in real time, complete backup will done in 24 hours. What about incremental backup will take?
That is the company policy actually. So every organization, what they will tell, up to every Sunday they will make the full DB backup. Then Monday, Tuesday up to Saturday they will take the incremental backup. Means every day full backup means the size is very huge. The file system size is very huge. So that's why some companies they won't accept the full DB backup. So only one day, Sunday full DB backup, remaining days incremental backup. So that's it. So some companies every day they will take the full DB backup. That's it. So that is company decision. How you want to follow your backup strategy of your organization, same way we have to follow. That is not our own way. It's a company policy. Some companies every day they will take the full DB backup. Some companies they won't take the full DB backup here. So only why? Because instead of the space waste, so then they can take the incremental backup means you will get the less space, right? Only 24 hours data means you will get the less space, right? Full database backup means entire data will be backed up. Size will be increased. So every day size is getting increased means it will affect cost efficiency. So cost included. So that's why some companies they will prefer, company they won't prefer. So it depends upon the company. Okay. Any questions from anyone?
Sir, can we take a compressed backup?
The backup will be compressed here. You don't need to take it out here. Automatically it will be compressed. In the HANA, whatever data is coming in the data also will be compressed. The backup also will be compressed. So even you cannot read the data also. It will be compressed format only.
Backup extensions, sir?
There is no extension like here backup. So there is a prefix for backup. There is no extension here. Like that Oracle, we have the ONF, OFF online file, offline file, right? Here everything is in the online. There is no offline backups here. But here the thing is, it will create these files only. There is no like on.onf.app. Just a complete backup means complete. Incremental means INC. The prefix will be INC. Differential means diff. Something like that you will get here.
Okay.
Automatically it will create it. So that is automatically. If you want to change, you can change it while creating also. So while creating, you want to change different naming convention here, right? So then you can change it here while creating. I want your backup should be not the complete. I want my backup should be the suppose like ABCD. Then you can change it ABCD. Then ABC like that you can change it. ABC like that you can change it. So take the backup, then it will create the ABC. ABC means then whenever any person will come, how can he assume what is this backup here? We can also we cannot predict, right? What is this backup here? We will also in the dilemma, what is this backup and who created? Is it the incremental backup or is the differential backup or ABC backup? What is this? Oh, is the diff created here? Differential backup is created here. Right, so like that, so we can also change the backup naming convention also while creating. I think here we have, so while creating backup prefix we can change it. So we can do that one, we can create it. That is also possible. Okay, complete backup. Okay, differential we created, then we have not changed it, right? Now you see ABCD you created, then finish it, created. Now you just go to ls-ltr. See here, it is created the ABCD now, right? Then how can we assume what is this backup for, right? So that is the reason. So we have to
నేను
make
అడిగిన విద్యార్థి
to maintain the proper naming convention here.
డిలీట్ చేయాలి మళ్ళా ఎడిట్ చేస్తా దాన్నే.
Okay, so any questions?
Sir, and one more thing, actually, when we are configuring replication at the initial time of installation of the system, so means what way these backups are again useful?
What replication is the high availability topic time, right? High availability concept, that is entirely high availability topic. So HA
Okay.
concept, our next Monday concept is the HA concept. That time it will come. So replication means only replicating the data from the primary to secondary. Only replicating the data from the primary to secondary. In case of something is happens in the primary, then instead of you are restoring the data, everything, then we can bring back, we can replicate the data into the secondary, then we can bring back the secondary database, then we can do our operations. But backups are different, the replication data is different here. Replication data is different. So
Okay,
I will explain it more on during the Monday topic here. Okay. So here, just you can practice it. This backup, I have removed I created the backup so that it will reduce some file system space levels. So yeah, you can create it some backups. Then you can use the backup and recovery part. Try some test scenarios like so create the users, delete it, restore it. So something like that. So whether data is coming or not. So whether we are restoring it or not. So like that, do some test scenarios so that you will get some confidence. Okay, data is getting recovered. So create the user, take the backup, then again delete the user, then again restore it. Right? Then so again delete the user, then restore it. So something like that, you can use 2-3 test scenarios, then it will be real test. Okay. Okay. Yeah.